I mean, used for only querying.
Okay.
plsql is procedural language. It helps you to do like programming.
Correct. You can going to do SQL also, right? Why you want PL/SQL again? See, programming you can going to do it in SQL level also, right? Hello.
That's all I know. I don't know more
Okay.
than that.
Okay. Right. I will going to ask few questions now. Okay. So, are you able to execute more than one statement in SQL?
No.
Okay. And are you able to handle the errors while running the script in SQL?
No. No.
Okay. Are you able to store the data? What is the code in database permanently?
No.
Okay. So these are the main advantages in PL/SQL. Understood.
Mm-hmm.
So the majorly it is going to PL/SQL is a procedural language. SQL is a structured query language. Now in SQL, what we can do, you can able to define the structures and you can able to manipulate the data. You can able to query the data, and uh, you can going to just make a query and you can going to execute that. That's enough. But you can't handle the errors. You can't store the data. You can't store the code into the database. Okay. You can't execute more than one statement. So so many limitations is there in SQL. To overcome those all the limitations, so that is the reason PL/SQL is going to introduced. Okay. So this is developed by Oracle only. So now this is going to high performance transaction processing language. This is so this is going to it is easy. So we have a some same structure is there. You can go into follow the structure and you can going to build your all the things. What is the coding style you want? You can going to perform. This is a high secure, unportable, unreliable. Okay, programming is going to helping like that. Now, so what is the main use of the PL/SQL? You're going to see PL/SQL is tightly integrated with SQL. Without SQL, there is no PL/SQL. First of all, understand. Okay, keep on mind.
Mm-hmm.
Without SQL, nothing is there for in PL/SQL. That means tightly integrated with SQL. Okay, it offers extensive error checking. Yes, I told right. So you can handle the errors and you are going to check the errors properly. Okay, it offers numeric data types. Yes, in SQL only you have various very less data types. So less data types means you have number, character, or date, or a var char2. Only it is very less. It is there. Okay. So coming into PL/SQL, you have n number of data types. I mean, more data types supported by the more data types. Okay, understood.
Yeah.
And it offers the variety of programming structure. Yes. See, suppose you and me both got the same requirement. I will going to do the coding style is different. You can going to do it into your own way. Understood. So that means the programming structures are it is going to different. Understood. See now I and me, you both are going to started doing the coding to fulfill the requirement. So what I did, I'm going to using into different functionalities and different structures and different style. You are going to using different style. So where the variance is coming means depends on the people ability, people in depth of the knowledge. You will going to use the style. Understood? Programming style.
Mm-hmm.
You understood this, right?
Yeah.
Say, sir, what is different style, sir? See, suppose same. See, someone is coming and he gave the data to you and me. 100 records he gave to you, 100 records gave to me. So you both are, you try to import the data into from plot file to the staging table. Plot file means some data is there in Excel file. Now you want to move that data into the some stable in the database table. So what you did, you will going to use a simple for loop, and simply you will going to move the data into the table. So what I did, I'm going to using into some advanced concepts, and I did. So when comparing the coding, both are different styles. So but the fulfillment requirement is same. So that is the what here we are explaining. It supports the structured programming through the functions and procedures. Yes, we are going to more into see PL/SQL level. You will going to see more only the two things: so blocks and named blocks, anonymous blocks and named blocks. Named blocks is going to the procedures, functions, packages, triggers. These four are the majorly you will going to discuss. Remaining without structure bits and anonymous blocks those. So it supports the object-oriented programming. Yes. So it supports the developing web applications and server pages also. Yes. See, the Java pages also will going to use into the PL/SQL, and its backend we are going to doing how the code we want. We will going to develop all the levels. Okay. See, now the major advantages of the PL/SQL is SQL is a standard database language, and PL/SQL is a strongly integrated with the SQL. Okay, PL/SQL supports both the static and dynamic SQL. What is mean by the static and dynamic here? PL/SQL supports both the static and dynamic. SQL only static. So here,
No,
what do you mean by static and dynamic?
no, I don't have an idea.
See, static means whatever you did, that is always constant. Dynamic means you can going to easily, end user easily can able to change the code style. Understood? Suppose static means you prepared a one SQL query. That query you are not going to putting any parameter. The query is constant. Suppose you are going to you developed a one query, and the query you are putting some parameters. You are giving the option to pass different values to the query end user. So end user can able to easily change it. So dynamic that is understood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the going classes will going to understand clearly the dynamic and static. Okay, so now SQL is going to static support the DML operations and transactional control from the PL/SQL block. Even PL/SQL is going to supported by the DML and transactional language queries also it will going to support. Okay, and dynamic SQL, the SQL embedding the DDL statements in PL/SQL. Yes, whatever the DDL statements are there, the DDL statements you can going to use into PL/SQL level also. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
So directly you can going to use into DML and transactional statements in PL/SQL, but DDL statements you can't use directly. You can able to embed it into you through the SQL. Okay. Now PL/SQL allows you sending the entire block of statements to the database at one time. Okay, this is reduce the network traffic and provides the high performance for the application. So what you did in SQL level, you will going to use the in SQL you will going to executing the statement by statement. Understood? So coming into PL/SQL, the number of statements you can call it as a block. Okay, the block level, the entire block you will going to execute at a once. So that means you will going to try to reducing the network traffic. So that means performance is going to increase. Okay, hello.
Yeah, I'm listening.
are you understand this? What you mean by this? PL/SQL allows sending the entire block of statements to the database at one time that
Yes.
reduce the network traffic and provides the high performance of the application. Okay,
Uh-huh.
are you clear that?
Yes.
Okay. Now PL/SQL gives the high productivity to performance as it can query and transform and update the data in the database. Yes. So what will happen if you want to execute in SQL level? So each and every statement you actually have to execute manually one by one, one by one, one by one. But coming into PL/SQL, so by the productivity, it will give more. Programmer can going to easily can going to query, transform, update the data in the database through the looping. So that is the activity it is going to happen. That is the reason the productivity is going to increasing. Okay. And PLSQL save the time and design and debugging the storage features and such exception handling and encapsulations and data hiding and object-oriented data types. So this all will going to give you due to these things the timing is going to saving while going to doing the coding. Okay, it is a high secured one and it is going to Oracle has provided a number of already predefined packages and it is going to developing those it is going to helping while going to doing the coding. Okay, right. So this is called as a just a installation part, so we don't need the installation part. So next we'll move on to directly, this is installation part. Okay,
Okay.
Oracle installation part. Right. So here is the basic syntax of the PLSQL. So here we can going to see this is very very important. The starting, if you are understand clearly, then you can able to build the PLSQL concepts easily. Okay.
Okay.
So now you can see this. So declare, begin, and end. So whenever you are going to executing this, so you can going to declare that declare section, begin. Under the begin is executable section. Under exception, under the exception handling is there, and it is begin. So this is the syntax of the PL/SQL. Okay. Now, in the declaration level, what we will going to do, madam? You can declare the variables what you want to use into the in between of the begin and the end. Got it? Here, what you
Yes.
can do, you will going to declare what is the variables you are going to using into the executable section level. In the executable section means it is going to executing the code. So, if there is any error coming in the executable section, exception is going to handling that one. Understood?
Uh-huh.
See, declare means whatever the variables you are using into the executable section, you can declare in the declaration section. Okay. In the executable section, if you are going to having any issues, those errors is handled by the exception section. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now you can going to read this one. This declaration section is the declare keyword. It's an optional one. It's not a mandatory one in the declaration section. It is optional. Okay. If you have the any variables you can declare it. What are type of things you can going to declare, madam? All variables you can declare, cursors you can declare, subprograms you can declare, and any other elements also, where whatever you required you can declare into the declaration section. So executable commands. This section is enclosed between the keyword of end and begin. What we can call it is the executable section. Executable section is going to started is begin and ended is end. So in between whatever it is there, we can call it as a executable section. Okay.
Okay.
In the executable section, it is a mandatory section. It consists of the executable plsql statements of the program. It have, so whatever it is, the complete lines of code you will going to do into the executable section only. You can going to use select statements, you can use DML operations, DDL operations, whatever it is, you will going to use it into here. Exception section is going to, it is an optional one. Whenever that errors are coming in the executable section, it is going to handling here. Okay, let's see one small example, and you will going to understand. Okay.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Right. So now you can see a small example here. So we're going to, nothing is there here. Simply just begin and end.
Okay.
So now here we are going to see PL is going to always each and every statement end with semicolon. Okay. So except the keywords. Keep in mind, except the keywords, everything is going to end with a semicolon. Now, DVMS output dot put underscore line is it is a Oracle provided standard printing statement. Okay, output printing statement. Okay. Now here what we are going to declaring, message is one of the variable. The variable data type is var char 2 of 20. Okay. So here it is going to colon equal is the assignment variable. This is going to assigning this variable, this data into that variable. So now that variable we are going to printing to here. Now in between a begin and end, we can call it as a executable section. What we can call executable section. In between of declare and begin, we can call it as a declaration section. So in the declaration section, you will going to declare whatever the variables you are using into the executable section. Are you clear this, madam?
Yes.
If I executed, how you going to execute F5? You can run the script for F5. So now script is going to executed. See, procedure successfully completed. Are you able to see the DBMS output? You can going to see here. Hello world. Are you able to see
Okay.
this output?
Yes, I'm able to see it.
How this hello world is coming? Can you please explain me?
Because that is a variable.
Correct. That's the variable. So what is happening? So once you are going to execute this and it is coming into begin and it is going to checking this DBMS output underscore line inside of this variable message is there. And it went to top, it went to the declaration section and it is checking that message variable is declared and it is going to data type is varchar 220 and this the hello world is assigned to that variable. So that is going to printed here. Clear now?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Let's say one more time. I'm going to try to executing. What is this error?
Line number 5,
Uh-huh.
column 1.
Okay.
Encountered the symbol end when expecting one of the following.
Yeah. What it is going to expecting?
Semicolon.
Where?
I think after DBMS underscore output put line
Uh-huh.
message. After
Uh-huh.
that semicolon, then end.
Right. Perfect. Right. And let compile now. This is hello.
I'm looking at it.
Yes, madam.
I'm going to the symbol equal when expecting the following. Semicolon dot and semicolon equal hello world should come.
Right. No, what is the error and what how to will going to resolve this?
Yeah, they're showing it, right?
Uh,
The symbol should come before equal sign.
right. So that is called as a assignment variable. What is the difference between equal and assignment?
Yeah, assigning a value.
Equal is
Assignment. You're giving a value. You're giving the results output.
no. Suppose say a is equal. Okay, a is equal 10, and a assignment variable equal to 10. So now what is the difference between these two?
The A's output is 10. You're assigning a value for A as 10.
No, not correct. Come again. Try to understand. A is equal to 10 and A assignment equal to 10. So second one is A 10 is going to assigning to A variable. First one is condition checking.
Okay.
First one is condition checking, not the output. If
Okay.
this is going to compare condition checking, this is going to assigning the value to the variable. Clear?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Clear right now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now suppose what is this?
Numerical value and characteristic buffer domain. It's your value must be only 2 characteristics, but you have a value, assigned value is more.
Right. So that means the data type, the data size is variable size is very small, right?
Uh-huh.
So this is the one. So you need to increase that. Okay. So I hope you understand this now, right?
Yes.
So now shall we move on to the next one?
Okay.
Right. So here is the what are the delimiters we are going to using and how it is going to helping. You will see here. The PLSQL identifiers are the constants, are variables, are exceptions, are procedures, cursors, and reserved keywords. We're going to use this all the delimiters. So you can going to see in the down here what are the delimiters we have: assignment, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So this whenever you are going to using percentage in PLSQL, we can call it as a attribute indicator. Okay. So single quotes, double quotes, dot operator is a component sector. Okay. This is going to hosting variable. Just now we saw that assignment variable, right? So hosting, that means hosting variable, item separator, comma is item separator. So you can going to see all this here. The statement, this is a colon. Statement terminator, this is a colon is equal to assignment in operators. Do we have one more assignment operator, equal and greater than symbol? So this is going to concatenation operators. So this is going to label indicators. So just we will going to the day-to-day activities. You will going to use this all the operators. So you will going to use most of the cases. Okay, as a just a starter, you should have to know these all the things. So this is a slash star and star slash. It's a multi-line command comment section. This is only just hyphen hyphen. It's a single line command commenting. So these are the delimiter operators. So you can going to see, suppose something I want to comment in the section. So now, so suppose for your understanding, I'm going to writing, this is called as a declaration section. Declaration section. What do you mean by this, madam? What is this hyphen hyphen? So this is called as single line commenting. Got it?
Okay.
For your understanding, I'm putting declaration section. Suppose now I'm moving into here. Suppose this is a this is going to executable section.
Okay.
Executable section. Okay, and what I'm going to putting here, you can use all statements. Right now, I want to comment these two lines. How I can do that? Slash
Star.
slash star, and here it is going to end with
Star with slash.
slash star. Sorry, star slash. So this is the one. So multi-line commenting. Understood? Clear, right?
Yes.
Okay. So like that way you can going to use it. So and then you can going to use into data types. So these are the different data types which will come. So suppose now let's take some. Now here only we have only it's a direct value assignment. Whenever we are going to try to now simply we're going to suppose select star from table name. How did you going to display the data into the PL SQL? Now select star from EMP. This data I want to store into I want to display in plsql. How did you going to display this in plsql? Any idea? Select star from EMP. How did you going to display the data? Okay, now see, suppose now I'm going to putting into here select star from EMP. Is it possible that is?
Yeah.
Is it done? You can't, right? Some procedure is there, right? In plsql, you can't directly going to simply select star from EMP, right?
Yes.
Now suppose I am trying to executing this. What is this?
An into clause is expected in this select statement.
So here select statement into class is going to expected. See now what are the columns are there? You should have to write these columns.
Okay.
EMP number, comma, ename, comma,
Job, MGR,
okay,
hire date,
okay,
sal, come, department number.
DEPT number. Now this will going to give now into class is required. Why into class is required? You need to store this variable data into some local variables.
Okay.
You should have to store, right? So you can going to into into local variables you need to display. Suppose now number, right? ln underscore. ln means local number. lc means local character. Job means lc. So mgr ln. So now higher date ld means local date. So these are the variables now I declared, right?
Yes.
So ln underscore. Now department also ln. So now shall I execute this now code?
Yes.
What this is?
Invalid identifier, SQL statements ignored.
Read completely, madam.
Then
What is the error?
12. Error is invalid identifier ln underscore m number must be declared.
That means
You have to declaration section.
right. I need to declare this all the variables into declaration section. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, good. So now go to into
Declare section.
right. This is the declaration section. So shall I declare here?
Yes.
Okay. Right. What is that number, right? EMP number.
Yeah.
So shall I give it number only?
Yeah, number. Where care 2, next one.
So number, where care 2.
Next one.
Size,
Job.
size you don't want?
2. No, 30.
Okay.
Next is job.
Okay.
Where care 2. 30.
Okay.
The next manager, varchar 230.
Okay.
State or
Date.
date.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, date.
Hmm.
Then
Number.
number.
Okay.
Number.
Okay.
Number.
Okay. Fine. So you declared whatever the variables is required. So now you understood, right, how declaration section is required?
Yes.
Shall I compile now?
Yes.
What is this? Exact fetch returns more
Rows
than.
its requested number of rows at line 19.
What is this meaning?
We're getting more rows.
Where? In which line?
19. Select.
This statement is giving more records.
Uh-huh.
How did you going to store more records now? You can't store directly more records here, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes or no?
Yes.
See, madam. Total how many records are there in employees? Total 14 records
1,
are
2.
there.
Yeah, 14 records are there.
So 14 records, did you going to put anything to store the 14 records here? No, right? Only single variable, single record can able to display. So I added a one condition here where EMP number equal to this. Shall I compile now?
Yes.
Okay, procedure successfully completed. So do you want to see the output?
Yes.
Only hello world is there. Where is the employee 7698 records?
It's not there.
Why? Where did you print that? You are not printed, right?
No, DBMS underscore put line.
Right. So you should have to print again this. Okay, fine. So now how did you going to print this? You can going to print this all. So you can going to print this all these variables. How did you going to print this all the variables? What you should have to use here? Concatenation, right?
Yes.
Right. Shall I execute now?
Yes.
Okay. So now you can going to execute. Yes, SQL procedure successfully completed. Are you able to see here?
Yeah. You
What is
need
the
space, right? It looks like one word.
right? You can give it the space also. You can give it also different DBMS statements. Got it right?
Okay.
So you can give it different statements also. Got it now?
Mm-hmm.
Now the DBMS statements, you can write it n number of statements for each one.
Each and every line DBMS statement you want?
Yeah, you can give as your wish. Got it now?
Mm-hmm.
No one will going to stop, right? See, that is the what in the starting I told you. Someone will going to do different way, someone will going to different way. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Manasa. Now what will happen?
Now you can execute it.
Okay, right. Let's going to execute now. Okay, successfully completed. See now, it is coming down.
Uh-huh.
New line.
Yeah.
But now, how did you going to know this? What is this number?
Employee number.
You can going to give it as a employee number. Yes or no?
Yes.
So see now how the style is going to doing coding style. Okay. Here it is going to employee name. Okay. Now see, I try to execute now. F5. Go and see the output, how it is. See, employee number is coming, employee name is coming. Are you able to understand what is this colon you can going to put and you can give the space? Understood? So
Yes.
now what we can do? You can execute again. See now. See, employee number, employee name. Okay. So
Yeah.
however you want, you can going to do it like this way. Got it?
Yes.
So what I'm going to requesting you to, you can going to take it as a department table and you can try to display this. You can going to write it and do it this code. Okay.
Okay.
And next class we'll going to see minimizing this coding. So you no need to do this big coding, right? So you can
Mm-hmm.
going to minimizing the code and you can going to adding new concepts. So we'll going to finish like that way.
Okay.
So any questions you can ask me.
Okay.
So I'm going to putting this continuous class into that only, whatever the SQL code file is there. It's fine, right?
Okay. Yeah.